Good morning, YouTube. I managed to get myself banned from Ferrari chat again.
I had nothing to do with it.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
Video channel. My name is Dan. This is Josh, and I got banned again. So I wanted to go over what was going on because I actually was not trying to do what they're accusing me of. They're saying that I was trying to be like a shill, and I was trying to have a discussion about the conversions. And I did not bring this up. Like, this thread was not me. I didn't start it, whatever, blah, blah. I just saw it, and I saw that people were spreading misinformation, and I was like, this is the wrong stuff. So I don't like that. That's actually one of my biggest problems that I have with Ferrari chat is I feel like a lot of misinformation gets put on the Ferrari chat and there's no checks on it. Clearly, some of the people who might have some knowledge can't say their mind because they get
It's not
banned.
just Ferrari chat either. It's a lot of public forums. I mean,
Sure.
if you're in the car world and you go on any forums, there's always a couple of experts and there's always a couple guys that have to argue with you about everything, and there's always a couple guys that are very helpful, a couple guys that are like masters of everything, and that's just how it is.
The problem in this case is there's some vocal people who probably are friends with the people who run it, and I'm not. First of all, to clarify a few things, this is our YouTube channel, and so we run this YouTube channel to promote our business. No one's like thinking anything other than that, right? Like, I mean, just to be clear, like, this is a business. We're trying to run a business.
We are doing it for fun. Well, not
Yes.
really. We are having fun. We're not doing it for fun.
Yes. It started off for fun. It became a business. It's still fun, but it's also a business. This YouTube channel supports our dealership and our parts sales and our other services that we offer. And that's literally how I pay my bills. Like, that's how both of us pay our bills. We actually make a living by doing this. So just so everyone's clear about that, right? Like, we're not sellouts. That's just how the world works. Like, you have a job, you get, exchange goods and services for money. It's a basis of capitalism. So is Ferrari chat. Ferrari chat is a business, and that is fine. I have no problems with Ferrari chat being a business. In fact, I don't have any problems with their policy about why I got banned. I totally get it. They're trying to run a business, and the way that they make money is by charging sponsors money to be able to promote themselves or whatever on Ferrari chat. Now, they say that you are allowed to defend yourself, because we've had this argument with them before. I've had email discussions with them about, like, hey, I'm trying to defend myself, and they're like, oh, you're allowed to defend yourself. It's when you start promoting yourself, you're not allowed to do that. Which, let's be real, it's a pretty blurry line. Like, if you're trying to defend your business, you're unintentionally promoting your business, which is kind of what was going on.
And it all falls on one person's decision, who's obviously going to be biased because they own the forum, run it, or whatever.
Right. So they're leaning towards we want money, which is fine.
Right.
Again, thread was brought up about our conversion. Someone posted our videos. Whoever did that, thank you. I don't know who you are. But anyway, they were saying, hey, look, Dan's doing a Dr. S conversion. Immediately, some people were like, hey, I thought he owned EAG. So that's why I did that EAG video saying, hey, we aren't owners of EAG at this point.
You can click the link and watch that if you're not
Yeah,
familiar.
it'll be in the description. we try to disambiguate ourselves. We're still working on trying to separate ourselves from EAG. We were in the unique position of buying this Dr. S kit. As far as I know, maybe the only person on this planet that's done both from scratch. We're still in a unique position to be able to say, hey, we've seen the EAG conversions, we've seen the Dr. S conversions, we've done them ourselves. What's it like? What's the difference? And how does that relate to potential buyer? Now, when we first started those videos, we had no agreement with Dr. S. Like, we paid for that kit. There was no like quid pro quo or anything like that. Since that kit and that video and all that stuff's been done, we've now tried to create a partnership with Dr. S. Just to be transparent, like, we now have an agreement to buy Dr. S kits and convert our cars and other people's cars. And by the way, people are bitching about the pricing on that, saying we're not technicians, but we were laughing because
I don't have an ASE certificate on the wall, if that's what you need.
So neither do most of the guys at EAG.
None of them.
Most of the guys at Ferrari dealerships aren't always certified. Hey, you know what? If you're unhappy with the price,
You don't have to do it.
don't do it. Yeah, I've seen what EAG had to go through, and because people were saying, oh, you only accept cars that are in perfect condition. Yeah, we don't want to fix all of your problems. I just don't want to get into that business. I have no interest in becoming a service shop at this point. We have done some conversions. I've been around a lot of conversions. I've helped with a lot of conversions.
The bottom line is we just want, you know, you to feel comfortable with us doing it, and we're going to do everything we can to make it right and make sure your car leaves here running the way it should, shifting the way it should, and that you're going to be happy with it. And we'll get it done as quickly as possible.
Somehow the thread got off tangent onto the eDiff delete. I actually want to issue a correction because I said something that was not accurate. I got an email from Stefan from Scudding Swiss, and he said, hey, you said when you disable CST off that it disables the eDiff, and it's actually the opposite. If you do CST off, it puts the eDiff in its most aggressive mode. The whole discussion became, when you do an eDiff delete using a Scudding Swiss little controller, how does it behave? And there was one very vocal person who said that it turns into an open differential, and that's completely false. And I'm not the one who determined this. Other smarter people did. So I'm using their information, including Stefan from Scudding Swiss. It is a limited slip differential controlled with hydraulics. If you disable the eDiff, it's still a limited slip differential. So it's not an open differential. You can't put the car up in the air, spin one tire, and the other tire spins backwards. No. You also can still go out and do a burnout, and both tires will leave tracks. It won't do a one tire fire. Like, it just won't. So it's not an open differential. It's not a McLaren. McLarens are open differentials. If you disable traction control and all that stuff, you will get. That's why you see McLarens going off in the ditch when people turn off this. You know.
I'm guilty of that. I almost put one in a ditch, turned it all off. And
yeah, because it's hard as hell. It's hard as hell to control. We drove the converted car with the eDiff delete in the rain and broke the tires loose, and it would slide around both tires. Pretty clearly not a locking differential, a limited slip. And that's another thing I misspoke. I said it was a locking differential. It's not a locking differential. I meant to say limited slip. I'm just whatever, old school. Locking to me is limited slip, same thing, but I guess they're not technically the same thing. Locking differentials are more like what you have on like an off-roader. Sorry. I apologize. Oh my God, I said the wrong words. So we were having a discussion about that on Ferrari Chat, and they banned me because they said I was trying to promote myself, and that was not my intention. But again, you can't really defend yourself if you own a business when it's about your business and not have it be viewed as promoting your business. So whatever, man. I don't really care that they banned me again. There is some weird history there. I just kind of want to get this out there too, which is, we tried to do a sponsorship with them. I spent thousands and thousands of dollars with them, and we didn't get a single sale. Doesn't really work for us. Like, we're a different business. Like, it doesn't make sense for us to spend a bunch of money when we have a YouTube channel that has almost as many people watching our channel as going on Ferrari Chat.
Probably more.
I mean, some of our videos have more views. It's not really a good ROI.
Well, the users on Ferrari Chat aren't buying stuff. They're trying to save a buck. That's why they're on a forum. They're trying to research stuff and DIY, which there's nothing wrong with that at all, but it doesn't translate into sales for us.
It's strange. I feel like Ferrari Chat has some very good information out there. Like, there's some really good posts. I feel like a lot of them are older. I don't see as much new stuff going out that's like, oh, this is some new whatever thing. Frankly, it's like, you know, if you have a 2005 F430, almost everything that can be done on that car has already been documented.
It's all out there.
There's not like there's some new revolutionary whatever service done on it. I'm not trying to poo on Ferrari Chat. Well, I guess I am a little bit, because I'm a little bit... It's a little bit annoying. Like, it's just like, come on, geez. Like,
it is annoying, but it's at the same time, it's like they got to do what they think they have to do, you know, for whatever reason, and we're fine with that.
I just have a hard time spending money on that when it doesn't produce results. I don't want to spend money on Ferrari Chat just so that I can correct someone when they say dumb things that are incorrect.
Now, if they want to give us a sponsorship and then we pay them after 6 months, if it's got ROI for us, no problem. We'll take it.
Tell you what, if they believe their site works so well that it's worth the thousands of dollars that we would have to pay, flip it around. give us sponsorship for a while and see if we get sales, and then if we do, we'll pay you. They're basically saying, hey, pay us a bunch of money so that you can defend yourself. Oh, and you can promote yourself then. And it's like, well, we tried the promoting yourself thing and we didn't get anything.
And let's be honest, everybody on Ferrari Chat pretty much knows who we are. I would say a vast majority.
Well, and they either like us or hate us.
You're right.
And so that was another big problem is I don't like spending money. When I did do the sponsorship, people would still say horrible things about me, like as an individual, personal, and they would just let that go. Paying money to someone when people are shitting on you really doesn't feel very good. Like that really doesn't make you like sit right. At least I get paid on YouTube for people to shit on me on YouTube. So I mean, I can take it a little better when I at least get a little bit of money out of it. The whole thing kind of was weird. Like I was not wanting to even like. I don't go on Ferrari Chat, but I don't like seeing people say the wrong things and negative or like. I don't like seeing them bash me, and I don't like seeing them make up stuff. And that's what was going on, is people were making up stuff, and like people kept saying, oh, like they were still going on about the Dan's a part of EAG, and I'm like, oh, geez, I'm not. I guess all of this is to be said. You won't see me on Ferrari Chat. I don't know if you still have an account there.
I do, but I mean,
I don't know. When was the last time you were posted?
Never.
Yeah.
Never, because anytime you post something, it's just...
It just turns into poofling.
Yeah, you get torn down, and it's not even worth it. You got to be careful you don't post a question that's already been posted, because everybody gets real mad about that and everything. So it's just like, I know enough people that if I need to figure something out, I can make a phone call and I'll get an answer, and I don't have to go mess with
I found Facebook to be far more helpful now.
Yeah, I don't really
like if you need an immediate answer, just post on Facebook, and you'll get 80 responses of sarcasm and one really helpful response.
Yeah.
I don't like going out of my way to shit on things, but I feel like I have to defend myself, and since I've been banned, I have to defend myself with the only thing I have, which is YouTube. So here you go. Here's me defending myself.
I'm going to throw this in here, and you can delete it if you want. But
okay.
What would you think if we started our own forum?
Oh, man. Oh, God.
Do we want to even get into that?
No.
I don't want to be a moderator.
Oh, hell no. That's why it's not going to work, because I don't want to be a moderator, and you don't want to be a moderator.
Because if we did that and we made it fair for everybody and we didn't charge people, I mean...
I've thought about, what if you made a DIY only forum? Like, all it is just, here's how to work on the car, and here's how to solve these problems. And anything else is deleted or removed.
Yes.
If someone asks a question, it can only be relevant to that thing. Like really highly moderate the hell out of it. Because that's part of my problem is like you go to Ferrari Chat to try and find some help on something, and there's so much garbage on there. Yeah. You have to sift through and scroll, and then...
Well, and in Ferrari Chat's defense, I mean, they can't sit there and monitor every single thing that comes in. That'd be a full-time job for two people.
I'm not saying that that's the right place to do it. I'm saying if you created a new thing for that purpose, it would be potentially, that would be more interesting to me. But again, do you really want to moderate all of that?
No, I don't.
Well, on that note, thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you, guys.
Feel free to buy stuff from us, including conversions, which are overpriced and no one wants to do.
And you can hate on us in the comments. That's cool, too.
We'll see you in the comments, and I'll be deleting your posts as soon as I hate them. So, see you later.